Hello and welcome to the fourth and final part of our SOVL Treant Elder campaign run as we create the strongest creature on Earth, creature being plant life, it would seem, with this preposterous stat line. For other guys, I guess we could just stress the Dryads out. We'll try and increase their unit size when possible, but it takes a jolly long time. Otherwise, at this stage in the campaign, when you get to Act 3, you can start gaming out how much XP and gold you can estimate you need to be at max strength before you go for the final boss. So typically you always want to aim for the campsite because there's no use in fighting after that, so just be these random events. And we've picked up the good random events already. The Divine Protection and Dark Gift and things like that have all been seen, so there's going to be nothing particularly useful in those above and beyond healing everyone to full strength for the final battle. So to there is our objective. And then if you want to min-max gold, what you do, you probably take the triple battle here. I'm realistically not going to need that because I can take a shed load of gold from 2 of them. And then I'll probably buy 1 unit and a couple upgrades, and I'm basically happy. So I don't think I need all 3. I think I'm better off just taking that rest there, getting a whole bunch of extra guys and being full strength. Going through these 2, and then we can take the shop and that. It's also worth pointing out experience at this point. Is there anyone who would benefit from 3 or 4? 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4. Interesting. Treebeard in particular would actually care about the extra XP, and the whole purpose of this run has morphed into making Treebeard as powerful as possible, so I guess yeah, we'll go for the max XP approach. For our names, had some delightful suggestions. There's a couple ideas we can do. Barcart, I think I was pointed out, there is another ent I didn't know the name of. Quick Beam is a known ent from the story. I have no idea who that is, I'll have to look it up later, but that's one. I've also had some, we can kind of combine that with, there was an idea I had, but I didn't get enough forest spirits in to make use of it, so we can put in a bootleg version. No. Sequoia. So we can name them after the trees, and then Treebeard will become Treebeard Aspen. So there's some really impressive things. These, I know they're basically just shrubs, aren't they? Rather than those, I think we'll actually just call them the thorns. Yes, the roses are very pretty, but they will have nasty thorns attached. That seems a bit more sensible. Everyone is close to full strength, except those dryads who take forever. Now, if I go to full strength now, I'll have 2 XP from the battles and 1 from the last fight, which isn't necessarily the best option because I need the extra healing capacity, I suspect, to get them up to full size. So I'm actually going to take the XP now, buy me more time later. Everyone else should be happy just to take XP because they're either full strength or can be easily patched up at a later date. And that's what we're really working with. Again, they get 1 attack each, so you might as well stretch them out for your max attacks there. The guard can probably be used as a more aggressive unit. That's good. That's a lot better for a unit of spearmen, can actually have some durability. Torbjorn, quite an easy one for us to deal with. Led by Assistant Commander Arionis. We're just letting them have the image on the side because we're kind. Okay, Treebeard, just make your way through here and annihilate everything. You on one flank, you support. You there. You can fly over and catch anything annoying, as can you. Maybe be back there for that purpose, and you kind of walk up the centre to help. So with this one, it's going to be a lot of these silly flying machines. They'll fly forward and hit us. There's not a lot we can do. I'm just going to pass and let them do that a whole bunch. Yeah. Can I reach those in a turn? Yeah, I can immediately start eliminating that unit. Does that probably puts me into cannon range. I might get Inferno cannoned, which isn't the end of the world. Okay, so I could hop over with the eagle and try and catch one. You could ignore them. They'll never be able to move because the AI hasn't quite figured out the moving artillery pieces tech, but hey, we can just get rid of them for morale depletion purposes. Otherwise, the Treant is probably best off actually hitting the big unit of miners here. You can get through those and then you can start cutting your way through the flank. So if I'll have you come over this way. Easily reach the side there. I was kind of hoping they'd get these further forward. I want them to hit the more durable units, not my fragile things, so I need them to pop out. In that case, let's just, I don't know, have you come forward a touch. I don't think this will ever actually declare a charge, so I'm better off just smashing into it myself. And then you, I guess, could fly over here and get rid of the other one, or focus on one of these. It's 6 and 2 3s for me, really. Oh, I could net one if I was feeling cheeky. I could net one of them in place. Yeah, 2 turns of shooting there would be enough to get through. Shield, web, or heal is irrelevant. Shield has some very slight versatility in repelling their shooting, but no, the web's the way to go. If I webbed one of these two, the other one will just come forward anyway. Guess it makes it easy for you to slip through. I'm not that worried about any of these being active, but it could be useful to pin one of these if they get into an annoying spot later, so let's just hold on to it. Oh, hello. Okay, that flying machine has actually blocked the charge there, so we're going to have to cut through you to get to the rest of them. We'll just stall with this one. This one did not do such a good job of blocking me. I can just ignore them and flank around as intended. That's the only one left, so again, I'll just waste time with this unit. Alright, fine, geez. I'm trying to steam Treebeard a bunch. Elder. I could have the Eagle flank one of those. Would I win? Skill 5, Power 5 on the charge, Defense 4, 5 attacks. So 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5. I am just better. I should in theory win. I don't know if it's really worth it. I could just ignore them. Depends where the charge happened. I think if I was a bit clever about it, what I should do is probably actually take a front charge, because then I'll be oriented like this, such that I'll be able to go straight onto the cannon, as opposed to being this way, not being able to see it, and then it'll be able to shoot me and probably one hit kill my poor eagle. You deal with that one, you deal with that one, and then this will move off somewhere. We won't care about it too much. So I'll have you go through their entire line. You deal with that one. You deal with this one. I could have the dragon just eat that one for me, or just have the dryads do it. I'm not really that fussed. Makes no difference to me. Oh god, what, the dryads are just going to be sat there doing nothing otherwise. They used mechanical expertise on themselves, so it increases up to defense 6. With only 3 wounds, I think I can just chip it down with sheer numbers anyway. This doesn't work, but you know, why not? Could have been power 11. Yeah, they went the wrong way, kind of saw that coming. You will have to fight those in succession if I don't stop them. These I'm happy to ignore again. I'll just start moving this one around this way. Waiting to see what that does. It'll probably fly over here. Yeah. You stare menacingly into the face of those berserkers. Okay, they made a terrible decision like I thought they would. Am I happy for you to just stand here and chin them? Yeah, you'll get a 2-up rerollable save. They're only power 4. They don't get any extra, so you're good to go. Come this way. Barbecue. And then once I charge this and hit it, I'll be able to chain into that later. With its impressive 1 wound left. For other things, there's no point netting. Everything's moved, so potential shield. I could shield the eagle, just to give me... make sure I don't lose that. Your defense 5, it's power 4. You should be fine to take that, no problem. So, although it is, I would rather they be healthy than the eagle can be replenished instantly while taking casualties here is a massive pain in the neck. The thing I forgot about, of course, is that they're actually in range there. So, I need them to win this and then flee, and then I can get those to flank them later. So I'm going to shield that one. Taking less wounds gives me better odds of breaking their morale if they happen to survive. They hold. Not surprising, dwarves are pretty durable. 11 attacks now. 11 of 11, and then 6 is re-rolling. Ah, only did 10 wounds. Yeah, we're in Inferno cannon range, sadly. Okay, that was terrible. And we're stuck here. On this side, yep. Okay, shield kicks in immediately. It didn't fail a single save, that's annoying, we are trapped. Great, 4, 6, 3, yep, just needed to fail 3. Because I can't save them now, they're going to get hit. I'll have to shield them again, and then hope they don't take too much damage from this, and then have them flank from behind. You can't catch that, you're going to get shot at least once, but that's okay. I don't know why I'm so scared. It's only Inferno cannons are what, power 5, which is, and I'm defense 9, so meh. Potion of power to be annoying about it. Well, your destination is obvious. Hit those in a second. You're after me. I should probably prioritize those above and beyond anything else. You will get shot once, but meh. I don't know what the point of that move was. And then you're definitely going to shield this unit for us. Oh, I could have just... again, I'm not internalizing the arcane web. I could have just netted them, which would have denied them this charge and would have made it easy. Blast. It's a considerably more potent spell than it used to be. We have to try and remember that. Piece of cake. Depending on well, if the game didn't break, you might have been able to recharge the next unit. Okay, wet noodle contest over here. Here, we take 1 wound from the engineer. Okay, now it dies. And here comes the nasty one. Yeah, they get to re-up 15 of 18 hits. I take 3 wounds, which is only 1. I do lose a dryad in the end. And they break instantly with a dismal morale roll. Piece of cake. Can I reach that cannon return? Oh yeah, no problem. So I can't hit the intended target because you're sort of in the way, so just stay with those. Deal with these, and you don't get blasted. Could send that in to help a bit. It's risky, because it means I could get cannoned, but if this dies, the eagle will be free to go hit it, so it's a pretty good idea, just get us through that quickly. I could immediately take some side charges here. Pretty much all of their units are engaged, so they'll probably turn that first. If they turn it, you'll be in a good spot to hit it next turn, so I'm just happy to let them. I'll move around and counter position. See if I can web them first, that'll make my life easier. No, they do move that unit first, that's sensible. Well, I might still be able to squeeze by them here. No, I can't. I'm actually trapped on the unit because they're too large. There's effectively no way to escape when an AI does this. What I can do instead is I can just twist you this way. There's a cheeky way out here if I charge that unit. Yeah, I've got the range for it, so I can web them in place. They can't charge me. I charge that one to air quotes escape, and then that can deal with those later. Is that my charge? I can't even see what my charge radius is. Yeah, I can easily see them. Something that they rally, which is sensible. I can't get free here, so I'm going to have to turn this way. Just being in base contact with them means I can't wiggle out. So I'll have to take just a flank will suffice. Who's left? You are, of course. There you go. Take root. Okay. Now the eagle chooses to do 3 wounds. Not quite the teeth of the... Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. A more impressive result over here, one would hope. Well, you didn't kill the whole unit in 1 turn. And then this cannon is still alive for the moment. But we'll fix that next turn. Okay, you definitely do that, so you can't hit us. You may as well just finish those off. Why can't I? Oh, am I out of range? I can't move. Oh. Oh, because I hit take root, it's going to kick in until... That's a good thing to point out. That sticks me in place for 1 turn. That includes this phase, so I can't chain charge. I could take that flank now, which I think is sensible. In fact, I could double hit them, just be mean about it, and then I've got a second use of Arcane Web to ignore those. So in you go, and then they could do some damage to these. They'll heal to full at the campsite pretty much regardless, so that's okay. Oh no, they just chose to throw their turn away. Actually, it would probably be better off having you lot kill this one. Here, rallies, because I'm not entirely no longer skeptical as the eagle getting through that in a turn, so I'll have you deal it instead. Curse standard is fine there. And then I don't need to web them because they completely flubbed it and went the wrong way, so replenishment. I think this works on... Yeah, I can have my Dryad back, so no casualty sustained. It works on everyone now, doesn't it? That's the upgraded version of the regrowth spell. Piece of cake. Mighty Eagle combat. I don't take a wound, which is nice. Down, okay. Jolly damage to that unit. They might get a couple kills because of their annoying rerolls. By a couple, I mean one. That's good enough to break them. Cleanup time. That one, and then I could pop those forward. There isn't a huge point. You're just going to come up. Someone's going to get into the rear arc of those. I guess I may as well just kill them for morale depletion purposes. Okay, so let's ignore those. Now I've got one use of regrowth left that functions on anything. Would I rather heal the eagle to full? It may take a wound here, but then I get it back, or put the extra guy back there. Of this two, I think I'll put him regrow a spearman. And you come over here. Really struggling to get through these. It's important to keep in mind, great defense, but nowhere near as potent from an offensive standpoint as Treebeard. I think we'll still be okay with whatever we send them into. That'll do. Kind of hopeful I can actually inflict enough devastating damage to break them this turn. They're just going to hold on? Yeah. I could do a bunch of charges here, but honestly it's a waste of time. I'm just going to hit him with the skip button. I doubt they would be long for this world. Couple more levels. Very nice. Now the eagle's going to passively regenerate every time, so as long as you don't get horrendously kicked around, you'll be fine. So the original spearman unit leveled. Elf Mastery 2 unit re-rolls missed attack rolls. Very nice. So I was nudged in the comment section towards maybe getting this. The first perk of that is basically worthless, because if you can stretch out to 3, you won't benefit from a 4th rank until you had at least 22 guys, so it's a bit pants, but then this is always going to be amazing. And the eagle, yeah, another attack. You might as well actually beat things in fights. And Sequoia, good old quick beam. Same principle, the attacks are worth more than the extra wound. Yeah, maxing out offensive mastery. Guys on full health, no brainer, just take the gold. Slightly depleted ones. I think I'll go to full size with you. You'll go to full strength at the camp, so don't worry about it. As will you, so this is good enough. I don't think I can stretch any further, so that they're limited there. Everyone else is in good orientation. This is what I meant by we'll have enough gold after I take that one, and then we come down here. We're doing just fine. Aeolotti, so enemy monsters to contend with. Little do they know, we have the most monstrous of all monsters. Okay, so if you want to take... Everyone else come this way. You stand there. That's funny. We'll just take... Kind of be that way so they don't slip by you, but yeah, just kind of stand here and let things slowly move into you while I kill everything on this side. Your positioning is fine, because I'm just going to use you to hop over the terrain, and then everyone else is okay in the corner there. Oh yeah, all the big nasty mobs. Great, perfect. All of the things I'm annoyed about are all on the wrong side. I can kill them all. Just past. Irritatingly, these stupid riders are actually going to get to me first. No, I can forcibly engage Triceratops, assuming they don't like fly here and get in the way. Come at me. Their shooting is yeah. They could cheat and just phase a unit into another unit. That's not illegal deployment. Way to go, AI. Okay, you're going to start. I'd like someone obviously to deal with that quickly so it doesn't bother me. Netting things in place, I don't really need to do so. I mean, if I just freeze one of those, you're just going to fly. Everything is going to lock onto you for the most part, so there's not really any value in doing so. You're going to start to get around the side. I'm just going to ignore that and move to there. So the only one left that can reach me is possibly that one. The eagle can probably flank one of those. You'd be strong enough to deal with a unit of piddly skirmishers, surely. Who am I going to have tidy that up? Do you have the movement for it? No. Sadly, at a meager 7, you can't actually get there, so I'd rather that not shoot me for reasons obvious. 4 attacks at scale 3. It could hurt one of us, but I would just, thinking strategically, I get 4 back when I go to the campsite anyway, so you can easily defeat that in a fight, or rather you should at least. Interesting. Can you come up here and catch that one? Yes. Alright, you flank and kill that unit for us. That may put us in danger of being shot by those, so let's go with another unit first to stall. See if I can get them to waste their initiative on doing nothing. Good, they went the wrong way. Now I can do it safely. Okay, so if they're going around there, I could immediately flank the big bruiser unit, but I can just clean that up. I'll just throw the Treant into it. Although, this is only defense 7, so they can actually hit me on 3s. They can hurt. You're going to be dead in a second anyway when I inevitably charge you, so what I'll probably do... I could net that one in place just so it stays out of it. Who cares? Because it slowly have you mulch that entire field, so we'll just ignore it. Shield not necessary, heal not necessary. I think I'll just forego using spells. Stop here for a second and fire breath that one. Take a couple of wounds off, makes it a more guaranteed win when we do this, and then prepare to come this way. And you're going to do the same in a second. Squish yourself right up against the wall here. So you can fly over and do some nasty things next turn. So yeah, that's happening. Fine. Oh, okay, great. Both of you flying. You'll lose. One of them will almost certainly die almost entirely, and the other one will run away. You kill that annoying unit. You get rid of the fly lizard so it doesn't hit me. And that's all she wrote. Honestly, that's good. The more they chuck into him, the faster we get through them. I'm not particularly fast. That's going to move a touch. I'll counter it with something. To there. Can I get around them, do you think? Not entirely, but what I can do is I can web them so they can't declare their charge, and I can flank them for free. Yeah, that's enough space to fit there, so I think that's a good idea. They use Divine Favour. I somehow don't think that's going to help. We're skill 7. Here, do you want to use the Cursed Analyst? No. They've got 6 wounds in total, which is trivial cutting through them. I'll save it for when I maybe flank into that. All of this rubbish is just going to move around there. They may hold on later, so I'm going to move you... Well, no, I can kill that and then double flank that unit. I'll take some damage there, but heal for free later, so just gets through them faster. So instead, I'll have you start moving down this way. I'm now forced to do things. We'll do you. Non-functional Potion of Power. Well, I call it Potion of Pointlessness, I called it. So that's yet to move, but everything else has. What I'd love to do is put you over here, hopefully into a position where the Triceratops can't interfere. Like that, give or take. I'm trying to just be safe from that. And then the dragon can probably come over here and hit that one. Good, they're going the wrong... Excellent, they've all... Okay, so they've... Oh, they... Silly AI. Both their casters here Divine Favour, so they used it on the same unit twice. Double Divine Favour. Bad news, it doesn't stack, so that's not going to help them much. Just come over here and soften those up. Okay, never mind. Newt skirmishers cannot be incinerated. If that's going to die, I could just flank it for free, but it's not a guarantee, so just in case, I will still Arcane Web that unit. And we can flank both of these skirmishers. Here we go. Aeolotti does nothing. The unit itself does nothing. My attacks, lots of ones that don't exist, just kidding. They are 11 wounds is enough to kill the unit and start working him over. Unit on the flank. Okay, so great. You got one from the flank and lost by 10. Good start, guys. Cool. I'll start killing the Triceratopses now. They're all gone. Nothing in exchange as well. Hurrah. This is the one that might survive. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. You can get unlucky and just bounce off. Oh, they even run away. Truly embarrassing. Fine, I'll flank and kill you with that unit. Yeah, definitely worth netting them in place, otherwise I won't have anything to follow up. So you do that. And then you do this. And then if they hold against this one, you can then recharge them later. You are massively in the way, my friend. I don't know how to tell you. Start eliminating Triceratopses. Ranged units. Ranged units. Otherwise we're all stuck. Although annoyingly, if they rally, they'll then be in a perfect position to flank charge me, so I have to somehow wiggle my way out of that. Let's rally you first. I can't move them out of the way, so they're blocking the unit they could intercept. More Divine Favour. It doesn't matter. Because I can't... I can twist freely through an ally unit, but I can't... if I'm in red, I can't move. So the only way to free myself from this is by doing this. Moving away and slowly inching up like this. Which sadly means I'm basically guaranteed to not get there in time to help. It's going to take 2 turns. That one failed to rally. I was really hoping that one would have failed. Here, don't take root. Yeah, okay, so you're getting recharged unless I run. I won't even be able to run, they're too fast. So I can use the net to prevent them from doing that. Perfect. I'll save myself in that regard. This, can you do 3 damage to a fire lizard? Re-rolling your attacks, I would presume so. But I don't think I'll need it to fight those, because I can win by so much they'll fail a morale test, so it's actually worth more making sure I kill her through this in 1 turn. It's just you. Go ahead and net that pesky unit of flyers. Good, now I can't be flanked. There you go. We're starting to get the hang of fancy new Arcane Web. Okay, you do 3 wounds. Take nothing in exchange. Okay, well, I wasn't kind of expecting you to at least hold for a turn. I lose 2. And they'll heal for free. And over here, can I kill one of... This is an interesting test. So, tied most durable thing with a fellow Treant. Defense 7, 8 wounds. Will I kill us? 2 hits re-rolling is usually like 10 to 11 attacks. And then I'm power... Yeah, sadly I'm only power 9, which means it gets a 5-up save, not a 6-up. Potion of power kicking in here would have been great. Alas, it doesn't work, so it might just limp on here. Oh, no, but it has to... No, with the re-roll, it's got basically no chance. If it was just flat 5s with 11 dice, it might make it, but not forced to reroll. Good damage to those. They should break with their terrible discipline. Yep. Should be even easier over here. Treebeard is not wasting his turns going into skirmishes. I'm going to have you prioritise those. Over here, a bit of a mess. I would rather someone recharge that, so I'll just hang around for a second and see what the options are. You pick that off, just get rid of it, and then you, I guess, stay with those. Treebeard continue mulching Triceratopses. They make excellent fertilizer. Cool. They're liable to rally with their high discipline, so which of these would I want to hit them in the back? Probably in terms of consistent overall damage output, you're still the best, so... can I get round to... It depends what he does. I'll just have you turn and face here. Take them on. There you go. That'll do. In fact, if I can trick them both into charging me, that would be great. Interesting. Okay, more the merrier. Means I don't have to worry about you there now. you come forward and hit these. Oh yeah, we're going to get triple hit. Fantastic. They're all going to hit me. Perfect. We are completely surrounded. This is the best possible outcome. Do I want to hit this with 2 units? I could regrowth one of the Dryads if I lose one, so I'm happy just to chuck you into the grinder here. And then I've already taken a wound with you, but it's not worth regrowing because when I go to the camp I get 4 for 3, which is pretty much more than I've lost anyway. And then here, I don't know, shield someone? No point. You can't be attacked there, you can't be attacked there. Dryad bonk. Moontail's doing just fine. Yet against opposition that can't fight back, very impressive. They may hold. You might get a touch unlucky. No, it's still good. Oh, but you are in trouble if they choose to charge you and not flank into tree. I'm going to have to run away. Zip one there. I'll counter. You've got absolutely no chance. Yep, double flank. And then here, what do you do? Good. They all go into the one target. Perfect. I don't need to bother taking wounds on those. It's unnecessary. That'll break them anyway. The more the merrier. You want everyone get nice and comfy. Gather around, everyone. I will tell you a story. Take root. There you go. We're immovable. They fail to rally, so they'll probably just leave the field. In that case, do you want to... I mean, realistically, what happens here is I win combat and they all run away except for that Triceratops, because I'll hit that one and probably kill it, which means that they'll run, but because these are fearless, they tend to hold, so I guess the best thing you can do is come over here and lend moral support to Treebeard. He doesn't need the help, but hey-oh. And then you may as well just finish off these for me. Spells, regrowth or shield. I could shield them to prevent them taking damage. You don't need a shield, you don't need a regrowth, so yeah, why not? Who's left? You're left. I don't know. Start the long march over this way. And there's still something? Oh, you, of course. Well, if this unit miraculously holds on, I guess you can recharge there. Okay. And the wizard does nothing. Right. Front Triceratops. Bounces off. Do you die instantly again? Yep. The foot rerolls there made a huge difference. Other Triceratops does nothing. Power 6 on the charge. Ooh, defense 9. Hey, we finally rolled a double 1. Win by 7. So, yeah, they'll run away. And then you'll hold because you're fearless. That was the easiest game out. Interestingly, the character being on top there is actually a detriment because fearless means they don't suffer any negative penalties. But the underlying Triceratops is like discipline 9, whereas the character's 7. And it takes the character's discipline. So they get flat 7 instead of flat 9. It would be an easier check to pass if he wasn't there. Well, realistically what happens next is you just die, so we don't need to waste time sending in here. I'll have you kill that one and maybe you flap up there to deal with those. You lot stick around here to keep punishing them. Could they do it on their own? Probably not with power 4 on the charge, defense 5. Nah, it's no point. I'll move you into their flank and then do a double hit. Cool. Up here, please. Just in case they bravely decide to come back. They rally. Sensible. If I kill them all with the fire breath, I can just then go help. I said go help here, not that I need it. Move to there. Has anyone taken a wound? You have, but you're not going to be in any further combat, so don't worry. You've lost 1, I think? Yep, might as well put that back. They rally, not for long. You want to come through here. Flank those. They fail to rally again, embarrassing, and then you stay there to recharge. You move over here to watch in awe as Treebeard show us all how it's done. Here's Triceratops number 3. Oh, only 9. Oh no, he's going to survive. Just kidding. Thump, thump, thump. 3 Triceratops is gone. And they instantly gave up because of that. It's just, how could we possibly contend with this nightmare? XP, 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 XP. Very good. full HP kind of around the place. The druid. Gold's obviously relevant at this point. Wounds. I mean, if he's going to get... He's attached on a dragon, so I guess he gets stuck in a duel and get assassinated. So just to make sure that doesn't happen, take an extra wound. And then Moontail underneath. Yeah. Also maxes out offensive mastery. I think there's a bunch of units that have offensive mastery +3. Quite impressive. The Dryads get more unit size. That's cool. And then the defenders here probably just benefit most from unit size as well. Okay, and then for healing, now I'm not going to get another level with the defenders, and they get 4 or 4 when they go to a camp. So when I go to that camp, I'll heal twice, and I'll get 8, which puts it at his exact full size, so I don't need any help there. You're full, you're full. The Dryads would get 4 for free, which puts them at 17 of 18. I might as well take the heal then. The extra gold is worth almost nothing, so I can just be at full strength. You'll go to full strength at 3 anyway, so gold, already full, already full. Cool, 700. With kind of minimum effort. You're all too fast for my liking. I don't like how fast those units are. So can I really afford just to spend 700 golds on not taking any unit and just going in with what I've got? Honestly, I think I can. I think I'm going to have a massive sum left over, buy a bunch of upgrades, and just show Treebeard off. So wild form for the caster. I was hoping for, that's unlucky, some sort of buff spell I could put onto Treebeard. Like Great Primal Fury or something along those lines, but never mind, I'll just make you stronger. Sod it, I'll just take all of those. And the Dryads get faster, can't be shot. We roll discipline checks. And then these are none of the combat ones, which is a shame. Yeah, we picked up the Dryads a little late, because now they don't get the Curse Standard or Banner of Fury or anything good like that. Never mind. Units are for losers anyway. Treebeard will just win it for us. Okay, so XP all around. Well, except for the guys who... Make sure I heal these first so I don't forget. So you be full, and everyone else is just XP. Yep, we got our max rank Treebeard Aspen. An extra wound, I guess. I think, yeah, I've already got offensive mastery 3, so I can't get any help there. So there you go. 11 wounds, which is nice because it gets you over the 11, 11, 11. Hilarious. It means you can sustain an extra round of like double wound cannon fire and be unconcerned. So in terms of stats, you're, what, 1 battle hardened point theoretically off of max stats from level, so you'd be 12 wounds. And then, I mean, if Potion of Power... Okay, look how far it goes. I can't actually see all the stats because they go all the way down here and go off the... You see that I can't... There we go. If I use the scroll wheel, there it works. Oh, that's a bit of a brick of text to go through. Fearless Forest Spirit, Barkskin, Take Root, Relentless Vitality, Unyielding Cruelty, Unnatural Power, Prowess, Potion of Power, that doesn't work. Heartseeker, True Sight, Command, Flame Tongue, Dark Gift, Veteran Skill, Offensive Mastery 3, Battle Hardened 2. Oh, so a slightly strong unit there, Treebeard. Okay, continue, and that's it. We're just going to the final battle. Here's what the army looks like. Yeah, we'll stretch everyone out as far as they can go. You can also stretch a bit, I think. Good, how very symmetrical. So a couple big blocks just to get charged in the middle and hold ground. The Annihilator himself is a smaller, less successful cousin, but still quite useful. Versatility Dragon and helpful back Just Fly goes onto the back rank and pesters their annoying shooting. Great. World End. Not that there'll be a lot of shooting with this one. There's like 1 catapult, as I recall. Okay, how are we going to do this? Well, as I recall, there's usually a bunch of annoying big kind of ranks of infantry in the middle. Their monsters tend to take the sides. So this is annoying thing. Treebeard can't be everywhere, so I'm going to have to try and think about where would be the best. Should I just put him dead center in the map and just have him walk through and start killing everything? You can take a flank because I trust you to win against most things. You can probably take a side here. Maybe put the Dryads there as well, and then you just, I don't know, sort of fall in behind your leader there. You, I don't want you to be shot by an annoying artillery piece, so I'll just have you tuck behind this bit of terrain. There will be one. The catapult's usually there, though, annoyingly, so I'd like you to get up, have to spend the turn getting onto it. Would it be easier, therefore, just to hide over here and hope for the best? Like that instead? Yeah, we'll give that a go. No, it's over there this time. Great. You got me. Okay, well, there's all their monsters, so no, you're just going to have to rush forward and help deal with these. They've got 2 dragons, 2 giants of different flavours, a bunch of kind of heavy cavalry and heavy infantry, very heavy cavalry, super heavy infantry with trolls over here. So basically, yeah, anything. Treebeard, just begin the work for me, please. Just let things hit you. The more wants to charge into you, the better. We're not going to stop them. They didn't reach us yet. I'm going to hit pass a bunch because they're only shooting really is the catapult, which will target that, and then the fire breath from this, which will probably hit you, but you'll be fine for the most part. Comes the giant. You can fairly comfortably defeat all of that. Yeah, come in, more the merrier. Dread Knights are good because I'll win, they'll break this unit, it'll run away, and then they'll crumble and I can just turn and start hitting them. Annoyingly, they've actually blocked line of sight to Treebeard here, so the catapult's going to shoot this unit instead. Shame, and it doesn't have a banner of mist, so it is actually going to hurt. It's not as if they'll be doing a whole lot, really. I'm just here for... just run when this charge inevitably happens, you can just come forward to flank them later. Yeah, this happens. We'll lose one. And then here, they're going to try coming around there. It's going to take them a bit, so just come forward this way. Another giant. Are you happy to take this one on? Yeah, let's get stuck in. I'm going to do that and then twist a bit so I'm oriented this way for the future battles. Dragon on that side. How am I going to fix this mess? I could put my dragon there and flank. It's just a question of where these move. I think I'll allow the White Lord to charge into the Dryads. I'm fearless and hard as nails, so they can try and bounce off me. I'm not going to stop them. So you can come in. Okay, good. I know where that lands now. So the ideal positioning would be there. The issue is I need to see where that goes first. And I've only got 2 units left, so I can't really stall anymore. Unless I webbed something to buy me time this turn. I could do this and then twist a bit. That will allow me to hit that unit in the flank. Well, hell, I could even do this to be cheeky. I could put myself dead in front of them. And then web them in place. And then come through here and charge that into the side. As long as I can draw a straight line from there to there, which I can without being interrupted, just make it even more precise like this. Yeah, definitely pull it off there, no problem. A bunch of spells I'm not going to use. All Arcane Web, that one, so it can't bother me. And then Fire Breath, not into the trolls because they just regenerate, so you might as well try and scrape some wounds off the knights. Unlikely given they're pretty tough with their abyssal armor, improving their saves by 1 every time, but hey, you do some chip damage. Yeah, I knew they couldn't fit there, so I can ignore them. And with them stuck, I guess you're free to... They're going to get fought there. Do you want to come this way? I mean, I could put them into the back of the dragon spawn. That's a bit optimistic for an eagle. Power 5, defense 5. I'm only power 5 myself. I'll get 4 hits on average with my 6 attacks. Then I get 2 wounds on average. 2 wounds and the rear charges win by 3. Down to 5. They have, what, 1 or 2 flanks, so a 6 or 7 check. They probably just check and turn around and kill you. So not a good idea. I am going to fly them over there, though. Reason being is that it gets them in a good position to start drawing attention and just being a nuisance. Oh no, a devastating spell. Oh, double 1. Come on, quick beam. Do that first so I can't get charged by that one. And then you hit that in the side. Good. Oh, I actually want that unit to do it rather than that one. I'm not inclined to stop you. That's fine. No one else is charging yet. Don't do that. Yeah, they're going to fly over there. That's good. Although, bafflingly, for some reason, you've made it so that you can't participate with anything else. Kind of want you to commit more to this battle here. Cool. How's this going to go? Do I want to net anything in place before it moves is a good question, or use any kind of spell. You've already got reroll saves here, so there's not much I can do to prevent that. That's okay. Regrowth is not really valuable. I could give you reroll armor. Do I really need it? I mean, they'll realistically win, but I'm discipline 10 fearless with multiple ranks, so I can't really run away. What's going to happen is I'm just going to successfully chip away at that bone dragon until it dies and start moving forward. So better off saving it for... I say that, but saving it for what? We're not going to... These units all reroll anyway, so it's just these two if you want a bit of support, which isn't strictly necessary. Potion of power, a bit of output here so I can kill this unit in a turn would be cool. Maybe shielding myself so the dragon doesn't take damage. They may turn actually and be a real headache here, so maybe netting that one in place again is a good move just so it doesn't do anything really annoying. It's in a good position to be a pest, so I'm going to get you stuck. I don't know where you're going. Let's just pass a bunch. Cool. Well, when they break, inevitably you can deal with that. Yeah, we're still in prime catapult range. Okay, the giant's going to be a bit of a hassle. For some reason, it doesn't seem to have a charge arc. So you're just looking at it doesn't have any radius there. That's probably just a bug. They'll break and run away, so there's almost no point. Am I fast enough, do you think, to catch? No, I don't think I can quite. The terrain is just going to stop me. I was seeing if I can get up here and rear charge those before anyone can have anything to say about it. I don't think I can quite fit. What if I did this and then twisted a bit so I can get more of an angle? Oh, it's so close. I don't think I can quite do it. If I use like the corner a bit more, if I came further this way. Am I just moving further and further away from the unit now? Probably, yeah. But it's not as if this unit will be doing anything else, except for maybe I can flank this one and see if I can break a big annoying unit of knights now before anything can stop me. Yeah, go for it. My turn. You probably just want to escape here for now. That's a bit much for you to take on the giant. That being said, I could stand there. It's 6/6. I'm only patting now. It's going to get a 2-up save. It also has putrid stench, so I have to reroll all of my hits into it. It's a bad idea. You're not designed to take stuff like that on. Let one of these flank you. You really want to fight that eagle quite badly. Well, if they're just going to sort of get ignored, I guess I'd rather the eagle throw itself in here to hold them in place, thereby allowing you to flank them later. So we are going to take this rear charge in the end, it seems. You, I don't know, see if the potion of power works this turn. No, sadly. Maybe it is kicking in, it just isn't showing on the stats, who knows? I don't think we can tell. Okay, good damage to the giant. Yeah, we're winning. It's going to take a while because it's not going to fail a discipline check, so we're just going to have to slowly chip through. Over here, would be nice to break the trolls in a turn. That's good damage, that should do it. Yeah, they have terrible discipline, they've lost. Away they go. Okay. Oh, triple one. No thank you. I've decided I haven't rolled triple one. Yeah, they get wiped. Goodbye. Good, everyone charge into Treebeard. Over here, this is interesting. So the White Lord does amazingly, gets all his damage through. The Bone Dragon does fine. My guys, any wounds you start inflicting are great because it's just going to slowly start dying. Winning would have been nice because it will start crumbling. 13 because of 3 ranks. I can't fail. And then with Valor, so I'd have to reroll anyway. Yeah, they'll win that gradually. Yeah, the more the merrier. Charge in here. I'll get rid of you now. And hold that in place. Honestly, do you think we could just win if we subtracted every other unit and just put Treebeard in the corner here? Do you think he would just win single-handedly? I think there's pretty decent odds. They're annoying. I'll do this now, because if I'm stuck here, they're going to rear charge me. Yeah, we're still getting catapulted. It's nothing for the catapult to do, so, you know, whatever. That will probably still be there, so what we can do is we can use you as an active piece of cover by voluntarily taking a charge into the giant. It'll be a... I don't think I can get away with a rear charge here. Oh, it could be close if I go a bit further this way. I can't actually see it if I do that. 5.0. Can't tell if I'm clipping it. It's going to be close. You can definitely see it now. I'll give it a go. It means I'm just in combat, so I can't be constantly shelled. And then it'll attack all the attacks going to Treebeard, so we're safe in that regard. Or not. We have a unfortunate dragon problem. Maybe it's time to regrow that unit or something with all the wounds it's taken. Spells and assistance and the like. Pass. Yeah, they rally. We'll do those later. So just you. You, I have some hope. You get to reroll your attacks. You have better skill. The low power is unfortunate. They're going to struggle to get through, but I think they'll win. They won't break them, but they'll win over successive terms with number of attacks. They are more powerful and more... Well, their defense is... It's 4s to wound them for me, and it will be 3s with their annoying abyssal armor for me. So yeah, they're kind of tough to get through. So would I rather... No more nets. Shield or regrow. You don't need help. I guess I could shield that unit, prevent them from taking damage, which improves the amount of combat res I get, which means like they might break and run away. Do I need the shield for anything else? No, not really. So I think that's a decent idea. Gives me superior odds of getting rid of them. And just in case they don't go away, I'll have you kind of stay here, and then you can, if that orients or that orients, you can recharge something. Never-ending battle ends immediately. Shouldn't have called it that, sorry. Can't quite clip him, which is a shame. Over here. Yeah, here we go again. Yeah, Bone Dragon does much better this time. Just take a couple more wounds. You are slowly going to run out of wounds. There we go. 2s. Yep, no damage. And then the unit takes 10 of 11. I still haven't managed a full 11 of 11 yet. Hasn't happened. So they'll crumble because they're undead. They don't run, which is a bit annoying because it means we're stuck here. Here, okay, reroll because of the thing, and then 3s. Yeah, that's good damage. I should be able to prevent them from hurting me too much. Yeah, good, we got them. Their output is, even the lower power isn't enough to stop them from being pretty impressive. I can even flank that unit. Go for it, Eagle. You do nothing at all, but you win by 1. Excellent work. Okay, you lend me a hand there. You are stuck. I'll just have both of you commit to this. The Eagle is going to give up a load of combat resolution, sadly, because of the attacks, but I think I can still win. That'll do. Yeah, I can't catch anything here yet. Okay, who do I want to regrow or shield? You got your own potion of power, which is funny. If I shield the Eagle, it will reduce a fair bit of the damage we take. Sadly, he's going to kick in Warcry, which means he's going to have 5, 6, 7 power, as well as the unit, so I only get a 6-up save. So 6-up re-rolling doesn't really contribute anything. I'd save a couple of wounds, just give me better odds of not immediately running away. Every point of resolution here counts because I want to win, and actually, if I lose, everyone's going to potentially flee here and it's a disaster. There goes Warcry. Don't care. Gonna wait for the dragon to make a decision. Ow. Kind of sucks. Only defense 7. Can I escape its charge radius? Probably not. I was throwing all the magic stuff at me. I have 5 wounds left. We're slowly getting worked down with this one. No, I can't escape its radius, so I'll just take the charge. Again, I win pretty handily. And be in a good position to deal with that after. They failed to rally. I didn't expect that. Okay, they're not interested. You're good. And everyone's happy. Is this the final turn? No, 1 more left in you. Yeah, amazing durability, but not great in terms of output. This unit is obviously gone. Hey, we did all 11 that time. And then here, does nothing. Can I do a bunch of wounds to this? Yeah, unfortunately, Putrid Stench means I'm forced to reroll, so I don't do a whole lot. Now this way, the Eagle takes 1 wound from the Lord. It's our Druid doing nothing. The Eagle in the front does a couple of wounds, good for res. Oh, of course, all the rerolls also. Oh, a big deal against. Okay, definitely the right decision to shield you to help with the spawn attacking. 14 of 14 here, quite impressive. A couple extra wounds. Will I win this after this attack, though? Yes, because I didn't hit very well. Yeah, single. Oh, 1 more save would have meant. Oh, the dragon hasn't gone yet. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. We did win in the end. The Eagle died, which is unfortunate. It means they don't have to roll the morale checks. They're technically out of combat, so they're safe. Do I want to take that head on? Not really. I guess I can, and then I can try and flank with that later. I won't be doing anything else. No, I can't. I'm completely trapped behind. Sad. Okay, there's a pork unit with your name on it. Cool. pass a bit. And just nothing's happening. Then spawn rally. My turn with the 1 unit. Do I want any help? No more shield. Regrowth my full. I guess I could regrowth that to make sure I don't go down. Wild form myself to give myself a bit better combat res. What's better? 1 power, 1 defense, 2 attacks. 2 power, 1 attack. So more. So it will depend on the stats. So you'll be power 6 on the charge, and I'm defense 3. So improving myself to defense 4 would matter. Changes his role. And then you get power and attacks. I am power, what, 3? I'll go up to 4. He's only defense 4, so 4 and 5. I think I prefer the survivability a touch, so that one. You won't die in 1 turn. You've got 5 wounds, so I've got time to lend myself a hand over here and try and not die instantly. Let's finally finish off the Rowan Dragon. Gotcha. There you go. Positive, negative rerolls. Still takes 9 wounds and dies. See, I don't get to reroll my 2+, but I don't have to, I'm not forced to reroll successes either. They cancel out, which just leaves me with a 2+ roll, which is pretty good. Okay, I survive with 1, which is great. I even do a wound back. The dragon takes 3. I draw there. It means I'll probably lose next turn. So if you're going to regrowth something, now's the time. I won. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage I took there. Just 1. Yeah, you'll win that slowly but surely. Okay, how am I going to sort this out? If you charge, you go up to power 4, which is pointless because they have defense 5. So you're actually better off just standing there, letting them hit you and getting the extra attacks from your rank. So yeah, just chill out. Cool. This is your last turn. Because what do I do? They're only power 5 now. You're defense 6, so I get a 3-up save. I could survive this. I mean, the character's going to die because he's going to get killed in the duel, so you're better off using this while you have the chance. There you go. Now we're safe on that flank. You stop shelling. Okay. Out of petty malice, you're going to go this way, and you're going to go kill that. Yeah, and then Treebeard continue the unending march through the centre. I have a unit? Where? Oh, you back, of course. Oh yeah, the Dryads are in this game. How could I forget? Here we go. Yeah, you die instantly, which I saw coming. A whole bunch of other stuff happens. I win. Yeah, just a lonely dragon now. Over this side, nothing happens from the character. Treant. Just 3 more wounds. Takes 1 back. Yeah, it being skill 5 is holding out. And it's gone. Here we go. This is interesting. So I let them hit me, so I get a load of attacks. I get to reroll, which is great damage. Then they got a decent save, but not enough to save them. Haha, get it. Save. I'll show myself the door. I can only apologise. You deal with this. I could have the Treant charge and kill that, but I'm not going to. You're going to deal with that for me. And you'll wrap around here to help with this in a second. Gets its final wound out of petty malice. Come over here. I don't know if the dragon will still be alive, so I mean I can't escape their range, so just being there is okay. You, I mean, if you want to be greedy, you can even flank charge it. You go stand next to your bigger brother. Take roots. I am a tree. I have planted my roots. You cannot move me. Dragon takes 1 move from the character. And the unit kills it off. Shame. Do pretty good damage in return. So you're going to charge me there. That's fine. No damage. He's going to get through the entire battle having taken no damage. And all 11 wounds. Oh. Because I took a root, I can't charge them. It doesn't matter. That was so catastrophic they gave up. I never got to kill the catapult. Blast. Slow and sturdy. Complete the campaign of Treant Elder. March of the Trees. Complete the campaign on the hardest difficulty. There we picked up the set. That is, so now that the campaign's over, I'll give it. I knew a monster lord was going to be pretty powerful. The Minotaur lord was probably the strongest thing in the game for that reason. A Treant, a full-on genuine monster as a character, is utterly absurd because you get all of the magic items and just become basically untouchable. I don't see how you would lose that unless you get a preposterously bad set of rolling where you roll double one. If you've got 11 wounds and you'd have to roll double one, you only take 1 wound every 36 dice. So you'd have to roll, you'd be forced to roll, what, 396 saves until you at last went down. They can't do it because they have to try and hit you, and you've got amazing stats, and you're, what am I forcing them to? I don't think I force them to reroll hits, but that's the only thing I don't do. Yeah, you're just untouchable. There's no way in a battle they can force you to roll that many saves. Yeah, it's over. Cool. 441 on the Lord. That's the record. Just flatly speaking, there's no way anything I've had touches that. In terms of damage output, the double wound raptor aspect Saurian Warlord is maybe slightly better into large infantry, but doing 10 or 11 wounds every turn is probably just as good, and you're more effective against single entities, so killing huge blocks, they just melt. So yeah, in terms of overall output, selectively might still be the Saurian Warlord, but as an overall lord, no contest whatsoever. This is unchallenged. Dragon Defiant, the Spearman unit did okay. They just ran around distracting things. How did the other Treant do? Yep, good. Second place, as you would expect. Quick Beam Sequoia and your Treebeard Aspen just being outrageous. All done. We get our little reward, which is the alternate picture, which looks like that. Very, what does that look like? I know the one from Zelda, kind of I'm reminded of. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I do appreciate it. If you have any notes for SOVL runs you'd like to see, there's plenty of characters or wacky build ideas, then by all means, please do let me know. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much for all your support and coming along. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you next time.